Hey everyone, today is August 5th and we are on the Storybook Cottages virtual town hall meeting, and we're so happy to see a couple of friendly faces here today. Well, not faces, digital faces, I guess. So thank you so much for showing up, you guys, today. Like I said, today's August 5th and we have a few things to go over today, not a whole lot. So general housekeeping really quick. We do record these meetings, so this is recorded viewing, and if you have any chat questions, just either type it to us or wait till the end of the presentation, and we can get to your questions shortly after that. Rolling right into it. I guess I think intros this time. Oh my gosh, I'm Brittany Savant. I'm a new home consultant for Lennar and Tehaleh.
I'm Alicia. I think we're all friends now, that it's like we don't feel like we need to do an introduction.
Right.
That's funny.
Like, you don't need to know who I am, right?
Awesome.
Do you want to take it away with just home site updates?
Yeah, of course. So quick update. We have an available home, which is very rare because our cottages have been selling like crazy. The demand is, oh my gosh, it's insane. So home site 2, which is a Goldenwood, it is a package 1 interior with gray cabinets. So that's that really pretty white with like gray grains in the quartz countertops, and kind of that little bit of tint gray backsplash. Super pretty. This home, because it was supposed to be one of our models, is pre-plumbed for AC. It is the only one that's pre-plumbed. Completion date is, it says 8/28, but I think right now it's 8/31. Right. And purchase price is $439,950. So we wanted to mention that because we do have people on the VIP. How it works is if you're on the VIP, not only does it secure you a position, but it also gives you this, vital information before we put it out to the public. So anyone that might potentially have interest in home site 2, it is available, or if you know somebody and you want to pick a neighbor, send them our way. But it is, you kind of get first jabs at it. We are listing it tomorrow. So just wanted to throw that out there. Also, if anyone was interested in seeing kind of what this home looks like, in that box file that Brittany sends out every week, the folder, if you go to home site details and then go to home site 2, I just took some videos yesterday, so you'll be able to kind of see the downstairs. Upstairs they were putting in carpet, so I wasn't able to get up there, but maybe Britt could add those today. So yeah, if anyone's interested, first take a look at that file to see what it looks like, and then you can reach out if you have questions. So moving right along, home site 2, like I mentioned, they're doing carpet. Our model home site 3, it's obviously complete. Originally we had closing date for November, but it looks like it's going to get actually pushed into December. So everyone that has the VIP or backup VIP on that, it's getting pushed a little bit. Home site 4, we're in countertops. It's so nice to see a briarwood because that's our furthest along. So anyone that's under contract, if you want to come see a briarwood at Tehaleh, we can walk you through. 5 touch-ups is pretty much done, and it's our very first closing coming up. So we're really excited for Jennifer. 6, yeah, 6, we're in carpet. 33, first floor framing. I know Katie's super excited. 34, foundation. 35, right behind that, in footings. 42, John, you're getting some windows today. 43 is rough mechanical. 44, we're at siding. 45, drywall. 46 is taping, so that we start texture next week. So it's going to really start looking like a home. 47, Natasha's getting texture right now. After that, you're going to get paint and cabinets. So super exciting. 48, you guys are at insulation. 49 roof sheet, 50 roof frame, 51 second floor framing, 52 first floor framing, 53 were underground utilities, and then 54 were a second floor frame, and we'll start probably on Friday the roof. So lots of really, really exciting things happening. We added a couple more to the list this week, 34 and 35. We did sell 37. So Adam and Olivia, we haven't started your home yet, but we should be starting within the week. So lots of really big, exciting things happening. Also, anyone that's on home site 38 and 39, originally these were supposed to start in September, but we just got a new phasing. So we actually are going to start them this month. So once we get a better idea on that start date, we'll probably be reaching out to you this month to get you under contract. So really cool, exciting stuff there.
Yeah, we are just moving right along. I can't believe it's August already. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. When you were on the first of the video and you're like, it's August 5th. I'm like, is it?
Yeah.
Where's my calendar? It's crazy.
So, really exciting. It's August already. We have our first couple closings. So we do want to kind of try and cover like what it looks like as closing procedures and what utilities are. Typically in your closing month, we'll send out an email that has all of this information. But just to give you guys a good idea of like what it looks like and what you need to be doing for closing, we thought we would just go over it really quick. So first off, utilities. I just put on here, you know, your gas, electric, trash, recycling, and water utilities with the phone numbers. Like I said, though, these are all things that you'll get in an email in your closing month. So we usually send them out, like if you're a month out from closing, that's when you'll get it. So usually you can set these up early. I wouldn't try and really set them up for like any more than a month earlier, just because it gets kind of to be too much for them. But you can give them your closing date and new address, and then they can start your services on that date and possibly even deliver like your trash cans and recycling cans before then, which is totally fine. We can throw them in the garage, no big deal, just so you're set up and ready to go. So gas and electric is Puget Sound Energy, super easy. I'm sure everybody's super familiar with them. Trash and recycling is through Murray's Disposal Service. And I think, Alicia, you can kind of speak to that a little bit. What's your trash and recycling bill like?
So it's every 2 weeks, and it's on Thursdays. So every Thursday morning, and they are early. So don't think I'll get up in the morning and send them out. Wednesday night, tonight for me, I'm going to be putting them out before I go to bed. So, I mean, they'll show up sometimes at like 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like that's a quiet rule, like you're not supposed to. But yeah, so they only did it once and they probably got in trouble. So then they haven't done it again. But they are early. So when you do move in, and then with these, what's a big thing to know is with trash and recycling. So 1 week it's trash and yard waste. The next week it's trash and recycling. And then also because you guys are in alleys, the trash can won't go in front of the home. It'll go in the back where your garage is. So they will go through the alley to get your garbage cans. So note that too.
What about glass processing? Do they pick up?
Yeah. Yeah. And so on the Tehaleh page, like we sent a couple, gosh, I guess it was forever ago when we did it. We mentioned joining like a Tehaleh page and stuff like that. But once a month they do like stuff like that. And then like once every few months they do like an electronic one. So anyone that has like old laptops or desktops, anything like that you just kind of want thrown out, they'll come up. And it's not Murray's, it's a different company. But they'll come out and pick out any of that. And you just put a sign out that says like the name of the company and they'll come get it. They do that also once a year with like Goodwill donations. And so you don't actually have to go physically to them. So it's really good to be on those Facebook pages because they're always in touch. And then also once you move in, you'll start to, we share your emails with Newland. They shouldn't be spamming you or anything, but once you go under contract, they keep it because then you are on an email list after your closing date. they start to send you update emails, and it's about community functions and stuff like the recycle. Lots of times COVID has been a big indicator, so we haven't been able to do a lot of the events, but like community yard sale, when it is, and restrictions on that. Cinco de Mayo, they do like a food truck. So they're really good. It's a little bit different with COVID. So they've mostly been doing like, hey, we're going to do a food service for this, or how do you want to support local businesses? So you'll get those emails after your move-in date. And it comes from a lady named Tina, and she's awesome. So.
Can you, I feel like I'm interviewing you right now. Can you tell them what your average trash recycling bill is like?
Oh gosh, I feel like I need to know this, but my husband pays all our bills and I just throw in money. I'm like, I'm way too busy. You just pay it and tell me what I owe you. So I don't know. I don't pay much at all. I think it's like literally like $30-$35 every 2 weeks or every once a month. Or it's every other month we get billed. It's not every month. But it's really inexpensive. But I'm not sure if my $35 is my half or I just pay all of it. I probably pay all of it. I'll find out. I'll get an answer for you.
We'll get back to you guys on that one. Yeah. And then last but not least, water is Tacoma Public Utilities. And that's water sewer, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's all together on Tacoma Public Utilities. So in a nutshell, you will get all of this from us, your closing date, a month out from your closing date, so you can go and set up all those services. So don't worry too much about it right now, but if you're getting close to closing, you can set them up and then you don't have to remember to do it later too. So that's always
a lot going on when you're like the week or two before you start moving. So it's definitely, I always recommend 2 weeks before you move to start setting it up. That way it's kind of right in that middle. And then that week of closing, you're just focused on moving, getting keys, and not stressed about the utilities.
Yeah, same with your utilities that you're currently set up for. You can give them a call early and tell them the date that you're going to be leaving too. So it goes hand in hand. Like, and especially if you have Puget Sound Energy right now, you just call them and say, hey, this is when I'm going to be stopping service here, and I want to start service at this address on this date. So yeah, they're really good about doing that kind of stuff. And then you'll get prorated billing and all of that good stuff too.
Am I crazy, or did you talk about mail keys, or is that?
That's
okay, got it. Just jumping the gun here. My bad. I'm just so excited.
So excited.
I can't wait to talk about mail keys.
Okay, so really quick, for anyone that hasn't closed on a home before, and this is maybe your first home or you just want a refresher, the way that we can give you keys on your closing date is like this. So typically you'll have your signing and then you can fund for your home. And this is all things that will be done with escrow. As soon as they fund your home and they've wired the funds, depending on that time is when you will record with the county. So if you do it super early in the day, you might close earlier. And depending on when you do your signing and everything, it really correlates on when you should be closing and recording with the county, unless for some reason the county has a ton of stuff going on and recordings for that one day, you might close later in the afternoon. So the one thing that we have to wait for though is we have to wait until we have the official recording numbers before we can give you any of the keys or access to the home. So that really means no parking your vehicles on the concrete, no delivering things prior to getting your keys. If you have like a pod that's being delivered or something, it can't sit on your home until you've recorded and closed on the home. So those are just big things to remember just in case something goes awry. We want to make sure that everything is recorded and closed before we give you access to any parts of the home. The one nuance to that is I will say we will let you put your garbage cans in there because that's just something that everybody's going to need, and we're typically used to that. So garbage cans are completely fine.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I know we get so many questions, even when we do tell people this, that are like, can I just put like one thing in the garage? And even if it's some Clorox wipes, it's a no. Yep, it's a big no, just because if like they go missing, There's liability things with Lennar. So even if you think of the smallest little thing, it is a no. So not until we've officially recorded. Some people will come early and just want to unload a truck that we haven't got official closing numbers yet. It's a hard no.
We're
not being bad guys.
Yeah, no, it all comes down to liability issues, and we really just can't be liable for your personal property. And that's it. Like, we just have to record on the home first, and then you can go and move all your stuff in. I know you guys are super excited to move too, so that's the hardest part, but you have to wait till we have those recording numbers. And typically those come early to late afternoon. They do close at 5 p.m., so it will be before 5 p.m. is the only thing. So that's good to know too.
The reason I said Clorox wipes is because, no joke, this has happened where someone put them in the house. I didn't know. So the very last day, it's a final clean. And so the cleaners went in and they had accidentally taken the Clorox wipes that were the homeowners. And I was like, so their homeowner gift, I got them like a week later, I got them some extra Clorox wipes, but yeah, but that's where that came from. I was like, that was a bizarre thing to say. But so the cleaners are in there that last day too. So we don't want to interfere or have them have to work around someone else's stuff. So that's a big reason too.
Yeah. So another thing that we love doing right now, we actually are going to program your door code into something, and then as soon as we have the recording numbers, we're going to either call or text you with that door code, and then that way you guys can take your time getting here. So there's no rush on trying to get here before 6 when we close to pick up keys and all that fun stuff. You literally will have access to the home right away. If you're here, we'll text it to you. You can go right in, and then all of your keys and garage door remotes for the home will be inside the home. We don't take care of the mailbox keys. Alicia, you are so excited about mailbox keys. Do you want to tell them about that?
Sure. So with the mailbox keys, and please listen, save this, re-listen to it, because we tell people probably 5 times about this, and it's still day of closing. It's like, wait, where's my mailbox keys? We in Brittany do not have your mailbox keys. The post office, sorry, you can probably hear my kids in the background. The post office does not have your mailbox keys. So, and it's confusing because there's a place in Tehaleh called The Post. And it is where Cafe Darte is, where you can get coffee. It is where the Newland ladies will sit and they have information. And they have keys, again, busy. They have your keys. So we will give you a number, and either we will do a video and a text message. We're starting to do group messages with people so that they have Brittany's contact, my contact, and that way towards closing we can send quick videos on like how to change your locks, stuff like that. But we will give you all that information on who to call. Usually you can just go right in and get your keys. So if that opens up again, because COVID has shut them down a little bit and so they're by appointment only, then you can just go in at any time and get them. Otherwise, you'll have to set up an appointment.
And typically it's really easy for them to get appointments though too. Like, it's literally just you're going to walk up to the door and they're going to come meet you and hand you your keys, because they're trying to keep as much distance as possible still because of COVID. But you literally could probably call them the same day and just like, hey, I want to stop by and grab my keys, and they'll be like, okay, great, what time are you coming? And then they'll just meet you out there too. So they're really easy to work with, super nice, and they'll get you all set up with your keys and tell you where your mailbox is and all that fun stuff. So they're super nice. They'll get you all set up. Maybe grab a coffee while you're there too. Hang out. Other than that though, for your door code, we will send you a video on how to change your door codes and how to get rid of all the old ones that are on there. That way you can kind of wipe it clean and put your own in too. But those are super easy to function, and the video that we've done is really easy to follow too. But if you have questions on it later, of course you can call us or email us too. But other than that, I think that's pretty much closing in a nutshell. We're really easy on the closing side. And I know escrow has been really easy to work with too. So you should have a pretty easy, smooth closing. I think the hardest people you probably will work with for closing is going to be Puget Sound Energy, because for some reason Puget Sound Energy always makes things difficult. So previous experiences there. Other than that, Alicia, did you have anything else to add for closing?
Nope, I think that's it. Since we're here though, and I can throw it on there, when we're done with this, any chance you can go open Home Site 5?
Sure.
I guess we could say this real quick. So Home Site 5, they're getting an AC quote, and he's here, and he's gonna go in there, and we're gonna let him in and do a quote for him. So anyone that does want to do an AC, Brittany, if you want to run over there real quick, I'll finish up. Okay. He's over there right now. Sorry. So anyone that wants to do AC quotes, typically do it a few weeks before closing. We have a couple people that we recommend. Sound Heating is who, puts in the HVAC systems for us. So if you use them, you do get really good pricing, and it doesn't void your warranty. If you use another company, it will void your warranty. So if anything in the next X amount of years does happen to your furnace, you avoided that warranty, so we will not come in and fix it. But any AC company also has a separate warranty, so that'll protect you. So really, it's going to come down to what makes the most sense for you. So anyone that wants to do that, just let us know what day and time they want that scheduled, and we can go let them in. So super easy. So if anyone has any questions on that or wants some recommendations, or they know that they want to do that after, then yeah, just reach out to us. But other than that, that's all we really have. Brittany and I both, we're kind of running out of material because now we're getting to the point where things are going to start closing, and we're 85% sold out currently. So we were going to say that this was going to be our last town hall meeting. As much as we love these, it is super busy because we have these closings and this backlog maintaining, and then we have the 80 townhomes that are starting to close too. And so we just feel like we're at that point where we've given you a ton of information. We will still be sending you the box links. So if you want to see progress of your home or know your updates of your home, that'll be in that box file that we send out. We just don't, these are great. We've loved it. It's been awesome. But we're just we've said it all.
Exactly. We've done said it all, all the information, and now it's just time to sit back and you guys get to see all the updates and
enjoy the ride. Yeah. And again, you guys, like I said, we get asked 5 different times about mail keys. We'll probably hear it again. We just wanted to close this one out with really all the information you're going to need on closing date. So rewatch this when you get closer to your closing date. Oh, I've got a friend in here. I'll let Bonney finish this one.
I guess the last thing is just if anybody has any questions, but the only thing is, Alicia, I can't see if anybody has updates or questions really quick. Nothing? Nothing. Okay, well, that's good. Of course, if you guys need anything at all, always just reach out. We will give you as much information as we can too, but if you have questions on anything, just feel free to email us or call us, okay? It's been fun. It's been real.
Yeah. Of course, my child decides to come in, Mom, and the last one.
Good. It's
Gotta keep me on my toes.
Yeah.
All right. I don't see any questions, so thank you guys for joining, and we're here for you if you have questions, and we really have enjoyed this whole process. So
we'll see all of you on closing day for your keys.
Yay! Okay, stop.